No one will go to your home and bring in to give you opportunity. You have to present yourself. Civil society leaders, if you see them at parliament, they are basically advocating for the rights of the people at parliament. We can say these goons are politically made goons.
Answer is right here with Doreen and Grace.
But do we really know the right answer?
Maybe, maybe not.
But we try to make sense of what's happening around us.
Welcome to another episode.
Yeah. And today we have another guest, courtesy of wide political parties. We have Gabriella Lorere in place from all the way from Laikipia County. Gabriella is an emerging Kenyan political leader, Pan-Africanist and advocate who actively drives initiatives in advancing climate, energy, justice, resource governance and land rights. Based in Nairobi, she operates at intersections of indigenous community, empowerment and continental policy reforms. Her profile spans across several areas, including African Democracy and Governance Hub, Continental Networks, Indigenous Well-Being Initiative for All, and political leadership. She's actually vied for political seats once, and she's going to try again in 2027. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gabriella, you can tell us a little bit about yourself before we continue.
I'm Gabriella Lorere. I'm the National Youth Leader of your party and founder African Democracy and Governance Hub, founder Indigenous Well-Being Initiative for All. Yeah, I'm a youth from indigenous communities, specifically from Laikipia and Samburu County. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. So let's just hit the road. Are you vying in 2027?
Yeah, sure.
For?
MP Laikipia North constituency.
And a whole MP. So maybe a small catch up on what has been happening lately in the political scene. You've seen a lot of goonism happening for a country that purports to observe the rule of law. What do you think on the state of goonism? Because where we are heading to, it's a bit tricky.
You know, we can say these goons are politically made goons. Because when you see goons are being escorted by police, or rather goons are not arrested, so there's someone big supporting them. So I can say the case of goonism in Kisumu and Olkalau, we can say the Ministry of Interior has failed, led by Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen. He is unable to handle the goonism in Kenya.
What do you mean he's unable? This is the state, they have the machinery, and also is the police really independent at this time, at this rate?
If you can vividly remember when they just concluded by-election in Olkalau, you can see the police service, they are not independent because it's like they are waiting for orders from somewhere to do the right thing. I think it's not independent.
When you're saying they are waiting for orders, which ideally you'd say it's also the president needs to put in goodwill or say the police should do their work.
No.
Because it's coming from, ideally him, he's the one who is supposed to, I'd say, goodwill.
Okay, let's avoid mentioning the name of the president because the National Police is an independent institution.
But clearly,
whereby they have leaders. They have Kanja, they have Masingeli, they have leaders. We cannot just say it is President William Ruto who is telling them to do something.
But I mean goodwill, the goodwill of him saying, you do your work, you're independent, arrest if it has to be, people have to be arrested. Because as you said, they are not independent, clearly.
You see, when a cabinet secretary appointed as Cabinet of Interior, but went ahead to start politicking and forgot his ministry, that's how we lose focus. Kipchumba Murkomen is still constantly campaigning.
Yeah.
If you can say 2 weeks, like 1 week ago, last week, Kipchumba Murkomen was in Samburu County, and immediately after him leaving, bandits attacked the same village there in Samburu West constituency, and they killed 4 people. It means even bandits themselves, they do not fear the head of security in Kenya. So we are saying Kipchumba Murkomen, if you want to be respected or his word to be taken seriously, he has to come out as very independent and working for everyone and stop this name tagging Gachagua, name tagging Sifuna, Babu Wino. Let's just he can stop all things and focus on delivering to all Kenyans. He's not a politician for now. He's a civil servant.
Yeah.
For me, I feel Kipchumba Murkomen is losing focus.
Yeah, I think that was a good icebreaker. I think now let us now breathe in and out before we get into the conversation of the day. Yes, it's good that we've talked about Olkalau, but then before we now go deep into it and the lessons that you picked from Olkalau, we need to at least now tell us basically, Gracie, how has been your week? Breathe in.
My week. I'm holding on.
You're holding on.
I'm pushing.
Apart from politics, how has it been?
This week, basically in Kenya right now, everything we are doing is political.
It's political.
Yeah, even the air we are breathing is political now.
Yes.
Because everything we are touching it to political.
Political.
And still we are in that mood of Olkalau.
Yes.
So
that is
now,
exactly.
That's what we are feeling right now, that the people can eat your money and disappear.
Yes.
And not supporting you. Yeah.
Talking of eating your money and disappearing, I now want us to go deep into this conversation of the day, Interparty Youth Forum and wide. So we are talking about you being a youth and you being a woman at the same time. We are talking about the state of youth in Kenya. Initially, we've seen like youths being used as, I can say, during elections as mobilizers, but they're not given a seat at the table, or when they're given a seat at the table, they don't come to make decisions at the decision-making level. So what's your take on that?
Yeah, we are about over 50% of the population in Kenya, but you see the political space has been there are those who gatekeepers who do not want young people waking up and taking those spaces. So we have someone 80 years and still calling himself a decision maker instead of going to retire and mentor young people. So we see selfishness and young people are not being given positions. And these structures in political parties, in government offices, in civil society, they are bringing youth as just to feel that you have considered special interest group, but in real sense they are not in decision making tables. So youth in this country are not deciding on anything, but you can see in political parties whereby there are some political parties like Upia Party, my party leader Ukuru Yatani, he sends you to many very important meetings. It tells you what you can deliver, and if you deliver the best, it will give you opportunities. So I think youth, we have to package ourselves, present ourselves well, and know what you are doing, because if you don't have content, even if you are being involved anywhere, you will not bring any meaningful thing.
Okay, still on the same of youth being visible and packaging themselves well, I want to ask you this question now: who should take the responsibility of youth being visible? Talking of political parties, you've said Upia political parties. I don't know if these other political parties are doing the same, but we want to learn from Upia Party. Who should take responsibility of youth becoming visible in these leadership spaces? Is it now the political parties or the youth themselves?
The youth themselves, because no one will go to your home and bring in to give you opportunity. You have to present yourself. You have to package yourself. And visibility means when you have something meaningful, many people will call you on the table. So if you have nothing, you are just singing one time, two time, no one will call you. You will just be a maker out there being used as a good mobilizer. But in real sense, anything that needs your input, you will not be there. So I think it is our responsibility as youth in Kenya to come out clear, package ourselves, market ourselves, and show these people, yes, we have brains, we have gone to school, and we can bring change, we can do more like other youth in other countries. You can see Burkina Faso, the president of Burkina Faso is about 37, 38 years.
Yes.
So if a young person from Burkina Faso can become a president, even if it is coup president, it means we have the opportunity to lead this country. We just need to present ourselves well, and we will be trusted by the people.
You have mentioned the president of Burkina Faso, I think 38 years old. I want to ask you this question. Is there a viable pipeline of youth leaders like right now? Are you seeing like youth leaders coming up when taking these political spaces or leadership positions?
Yeah, we have, for example, we have Linda Mwananchi leader, Sifuna, we have Kinababu Owino, na Kibagendi, we have Ndindi Nyoro, we have many youth who are coming up. But we want to change this narrative. You see, I have seen Ndindi Nyoro was very vocal about the finance bill and economy in Kenya. But you see, you preach this and you do this. When we wanted him to be accountable, he disappeared. He was not there to vote for that finance bill. So we have, if you're preaching water, take that water. Stop preaching water, then you take wine.
And should, because you are now talking about leaders there preaching this but not taking water, I'd ask this question of accountability, and by this I mean legal accountability. Should these politicians be taken like legally accountable for what they say in these rallies and also what they share online?
Yeah, sure. You know, I think where we went wrong, it was in 2022 when we voted leaders based on Atla, the dynasty. You know, we brought up leaders. We voted for leaders who do not know what they want. Because if you see the 13th parliament, basically it is an extension of the executive. You cannot say we have MPs, you cannot just say we have like 100 MPs who are there to represent the people. In fact, they are representing the White House. So you see, when you vote in leaders based on movement, based on what is trending that time, you lose the focus because you will not vote for quality leaders. So for me, I think for us to be trusted, we need to prove to the people that what we are saying is what we are doing at the ground level. If you are preaching that the finance bill is affecting the people, when your vote is counting, be there to vote. But I think we have voted in many leaders. We have the women rep of Kirinyaga, at least you think she's doing something. We have Honorable Naismana Desuda from Samburu County, the first woman MP in Samburu County. She's going for that term and she will be voted in because of the quality of work she's doing at the ground level. So we are seeing, at least we are making improvement, because if you can see 20 years ago or 10 years ago, we didn't have those young leaders. We were having leaders who were unaunulia mkono na Raila Odinga become a leader. So I think the death of Baba Raila Odinga, it will affect many people. Especially those who are just makers, like Robert Alai, who is making noise and waiting for kununuliwa tu mkono. I think many people will go home. And I'm saying that unapologetically. Yes.
Let us look into you being a youth political party leader. Maybe is it for or anti-government? Which side are you?
Right now, UPIA party, we are issue-based party. We have not yet formed a coalition, but in 2022, we were in a union supporting Raila Odinga. That one, I'm very clear on that. But now we are not in opposition. We are not in government, but we are free to join where we will be treated well and where our interest will be served well.
So do you genuinely believe that parties can collaborate without the youth accusing them of betrayal, or you betrayed us by joining this party and all that?
Yeah. Right now, you see, when you associate yourself so much with President William Ruto, we are seeing what's happening online. But again, the reason why political parties are formed is to form government.
Yes.
To be in government or to form government. So, for us in UPIA party, we don't have a presidential flag there, but we will have to support a president in 2027. So we will look if it is Ruto, if it is Matiang'i, Sifuna. We are yet to
at some point you have to join a coalition.
Yeah, we will join a coalition.
So okay, maybe I should ask, at what point does party loyalty become dangerous then for democracy? Because you can be loyal to one party, but
life itself is a risk.
Yeah.
You don't know if you'll wake up tomorrow. In political parties, loyalty is everything. If you're loyal to your political party, it has a way of rewarding you. Yeah. You will have positions, but being a political prostitute is not something good. Today you're saying this, tomorrow you have migrated, you are singing another chorus. Who will trust you?
Okay,
in fact, you will become a chameleon in this country. So me, I prefer, if you believe in this political party and you believe their manifesto and what they bring on the table, stick to that belief.
Okay.
You can say those who believed in Raila Odinga, they have walked the journey for almost over 20 years with Raila Odinga. You've seen the governor of Siaya, James Orengo. It's like a brother to Raila Odinga because they from 2002 they've been working together. You can see them together. So that is what we call loyalty. But what you are saying now, for example, I know it's not good to mention people, but we will just mention politically. You can see the light of Wamshomba. Judy, she was thinking about Linda Mwananchi, one time to do Kenya One. But now she's the crusader of William Ruto. So who will trust such a person who today she will wake up thinking this, tomorrow she will say this, like case study of Olkalo election. My MP Laikipia East, Kiunjuri, he was, I think he's the one who handled everything in Olkalo for UDA party. But immediately they were defeated. You saw the next day you going to welcome Gachagua. That's hypocrisy in politics. It's what is making young people to get annoyed, and that's why you saw us going for demonstration in 2024, because we cannot trust people. Politicians, what they say, tomorrow they say this. There is no that accountable leadership.
But there comes in the, what would you call it, the paradox, because when you enter into parliament and let's take an example of the finance bill. The people who voted yes, are you going to vote yes because your party says so? Or will you betray the people that got you there? Where is this line of voting according to your conscience? You can see this bill is not right, but your party and your party leader says yes, you have to vote.
It depends. You know, our party leaders are human beings. When you tell your party leader, yes, this is the position of our political party, but in real sense, this bill is affecting people.
Yes.
This bill is doing this. the party leader, if you convince your party leader, you will have to vote according to how your people want it. But you cannot just vote, reject finance bill. You have not read that finance bill. Or I vote yes, you have not read that finance bill. Like several MPs in 2024, they said they didn't read that finance bill, but they went ahead voting yes because of the token they are receiving from the executive. You see, we have made our politics a business whereby you can milk money from the presidency to pass a certain bill. So I think the problem is the quality of MPs you are electing. Because if you are elected a MP who cannot read a bill and went ahead voting it, so what are you doing?
Yeah,
You're not representing the people.
I want to take you back a little bit, talking of coalition. You've said UPIA party is issue-based. But then we're also looking at initially you said you were in Azimio, but now you don't know like where to join. Now for you to build a coalition with any other political party, what do you look at as UPIA party and also as you as a women MP, who is as an aspiring woman MP, I mean?
Let me start with, as a person who sits at UPIA NEC. You see, there are many things you look at a political coalition before doing it. Is it serving the purpose of our party? Another thing, is it are we aligned? Our manifesto, what we believe in, is it aligned with what other coalitions they believe in? Because when you say one term, there are people who their work is just saying one term. Their aim is just removing President William Ruto from the presidency. You see, UPIA party cannot do such a thing. That is not our manifesto. That is not what we stand for. We stand for issues-based.
Yes.
So as we are looking at what you bring on the table, what you're doing, what we are delivering to the people, if it is issues-based or we cannot just say 2 term or 1 term.
So you cannot, you are telling me you cannot, okay, I'm not sure if you
got term. Term.
Like mamko term. Because so what I'm trying to understand, because sijaelewa bado vizuri, like yes you are issue based, but unaangalia nini, what are you looking for before you say now I am going to join Jubilee, we are going to form this government because you don't have a presidential candidate, or I'm going to join UDA? What exactly are you looking at in these other, because I haven't gotten that answer vizuri. Yeah,
you see, let's say DCP, the United Opposition, there's something they stand for. Is it aligning with UPIA party? We start with that.
Okay.
What I've seen at Gabriella Lorere, not at UPIA party official, but at Gabriella Lorere, what I have seen in United Opposition, they like coming out one term, Ruto must go. That cannot be an agenda. Yeah, it cannot be an agenda. You must come out clear. Why are we taking Ruto on? Or why are we voting Ruto in? We must come out with very convincing agenda. But 1 term, 2 term cannot work.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I've answered your...
I'm still not yet satisfied, but at least alignment brings at least...
alignment and regional politics.
Okay.
I happen to come from northern Kenya.
Yes.
You know, like if you know the northern Kenya.
Yes.
It is also Mount Kenya region. I come from Laikipia North constituency. And our type of politics is different from other Kenyans.
Yes.
Because we don't, our culture, we vote according to negotiated democracy. There is no that you are going to campaign and win the election. No, you must be endorsed by your clan, sub-clan, then you come to clan, then that clan negotiates with the other clan, then you form a lineup. That's how we vote. So you are going to campaign like other Kenyans, it's a bit difficult in northern Kenya. And you know, in northern Kenya, negotiated democracy is being done by Council of Elders. So it's a bit different from other Kenyan. But I think politics is politics. You have to play it well.
So for you, did the Council of Elders give you the green light already?
You know, when I died in 2022, I was told I'm young. Yes, I was very young because I was at university student. I was not married, and that is another thing people consider. If you cannot, you don't have a home, how will you take care of many people? There are many issues that came up, but I presented myself after the 2022 general election. I was defeated because I was not endorsed, and that's how I started my NGO, Indigenous Wellbeing Initiative for All, to show my people, yes, even if I don't have a position as an elected leader, I can still do what I was campaigning through my organization, if it's historical land injustices, if it's ending rhetoric culture like FGM, beating, whereby young children, 8 years, are being married at the age of 8 years. That what I was campaigning is what I'm doing now in my NGO, defending our people, security issues, trying negotiated, bring those warring communities together through dialogue. That's what I'm doing through my NGO, Indigenous Wellbeing Initiative for All. That's to show our people, yes, you didn't elect me, but let me continue doing what I campaigned for. I cannot wait for another election to come and promise you again. Let me start by doing it. Yeah, that's what we are
So
doing.
now,
Indigenous Wellbeing Initiative for All.
so now ideally you'd say you've been endorsed.
No, you cannot say you have been endorsed. Endorsement will happen next year, not now.
Even from the clans?
No, endorsement will happen next year.
Okay.
Because you cannot even trust endorsement right now. Campaign have not yet started.
Yes.
Although our hewa ni political in Kenya, but campaign has not yet started. So there's no that serious alignment, that coalition at the grassroots level. Yeah.
I still want to ask you under issues of negotiated democracy and clan, and it's good that you actually stepped back and said that I can actually serve my community in a different way in terms of leadership and being a woman leader. But then I want to ask you this question: is negotiated democracy, will negotiated democracy ever end in the northeastern part of Kenya?
No, I don't think so, because you know, our culture basically we take orders from Council of Elders. So even if you want to vie and you vie alone, no one will vote you, because at the end of the day we have clan, because at a clan level your clan feel when we present this one person to form government, then that person will be accountable to us. If it is development, we will ask, what have you brought? So it's hard for you just to wake up and start campaigning alone without being endorsed. But we have seen several other people campaigning without being endorsed, like in town, Maralal town, Rumuruti. We are seeing, I think, like for NPA, you can campaign just and do it, because it needs few people, and you can see in town you have many tribes, like Kikuyu community, Meru community. So it's easier to win MCA than to win MP negotiated democracy.
Okay, I think that's a conversation that we're gonna pick up the next time we are bringing you in place, because it's a very interesting, but still, it's a very interesting thing. But still talking about democracy and looking at 2027 elections and the air, the way you've said, Venyeiko, we are looking at each and every year. We are looking at polarization in election cycle. So, and in fact the air is a bit shaky and all that. So I want to ask you, in terms of violence, what's the youth responsibility in preventing violence before it even begins?
It's simple. Just refuse to be paid to go and attack other people. Because youth, you can say youth do not have, they're not employed. And for you to put food on the table, you can take anything thrown to you. So it is high time government, CSO, and all stakeholders to come up and educate our young people to stop this violence. Because you can see, if you are being paid 1,000 to go and attack my opponent, yes, you might be killed by his bodyguard, or anything can happen to you. So after that, what will you do? So we are asking the young people not to be used in 2027. We are saying they are being used, but not all young people. If you see the Gen Z, they were not violent when they were demonstrating until when the political leaders came in and started bringing their gun. You know, there are people who they are just there to be used. You cannot change the mindset of a person who thrives in Gunism. There's a person who came all the way from Ushago to Nairobi just to become a Gun. He has nothing to do.
Now, before Grace comes in, when you started, you mentioned political leaders are the ones who bring issues of Gunism. They are the ones who recruit Gun, if I may say something like that. So I want to ask you this last question, because you're also vying for an MP seat. So what is important for you? And also I want you to speak in general. Is it winning or democracy?
For me, it is democracy.
Okay.
You know, you cannot win without democracy. I'm young. I don't have the resources required to buy votes, to influence anything there. So, but if the election will be there will be democracy in that election, everything will go on smoothly. So, for me, I'm advocating more for democratic process more than winning. Because at the end of the day, if there is no that democratic process, I don't have the financial muscle to come out or to come strongly and take that position. I cannot win without smooth process.
And why Guns now?
Gun. I think Gun, it started when Kipchumba Murkomen was appointed as cabinet secretary. Because he came in 2024. After that, that's how Gunism came. Yes. When Kindiki was the cabinet secretary interior, we didn't see those Gunism. Yes, it was just kidogo pale inaitwaje ndani ya town moja mbili, lakini it was not that a gun can be escorted by a police officer. Yani, if you see that video for Kisumu, gun walikuwa na mwingine akona panga na minichi hivi, wengine wamebeba rungu, wanabeba na hakuna mtu anawakamata. Na you see the CCTV was capturing the camera it was capturing them. Why is the Ministry of Interior not arresting them?
So it's protecting democracy for you. Okay.
So maybe before we do a small quick fire, maybe you can talk about, or rather tell me, do you think social media will influence the outcome of politics come 2027?
It depends where, because you see, where I come from, 74%, in my case, 74% of our population are illiterate. So they don't know social media. It is due to go at the ground level and campaign for yourself. When you post Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, every TikTok, few people will see. That is my case. But in national politics, social media is influencing a lot. Because you see, in 2024, even mobilization of going to the street, it was done through Twitter, through Facebook, through TikTok. So it was mobilizing many people. Many people were able to see tomorrow tunatokea saa fulani. that is mobilization. But in 2027 general election, if you are vying for president, you have to be very serious with social media because it's influencing people. You see now to Kokadi, many youth are coming out to register as voters, so you have to capture those votes. Social media is influencing.
So as a young woman, maybe you can tell me, are you afraid? Are you scared of running? Especially for MP seats?
I'm not scared. I was not scared when I was very tiny in 2022. Now I'm not scared.
What is something that you do to make sure that your mind is right, maybe, Ama, you have, I don't know, the right networks? What is your strategic way when it comes to politics?
We have, personally, I'm a beneficiary of this training done by Conrad, Oslo Center, many organizations, Eco Africa, Democracy Trust Fund, FIDA Kenya. I'm a beneficiary. We have learned many things, how to package ourselves, how to avoid technology-based, gender-based violence. If you're a woman, if your nakedness is being posted online, you see it will trend more than a man is posted when he's naked. So how do you deal with that situation? At least we have received many training.
In short, you are an empowered woman.
Just because your nakedness or a high, your photo was just, I don't know how a high is being used to bring out a photo of you. Well, in reality, it is not you.
Yeah.
So I think what I can say, if you are vying for any political seat come 2027, start looking for this NGO, Conrad, FIDA Kenya, Eco Africa, Democracy Trust Fund, Oslo Center. Start looking for those NGOs so that you can get that basic knowledge of how to handle yourself, how to present yourself, how to avoid, something that is affecting young women is social media. If you're just being posted there for the wrong reason, you disappear.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, before she winds up the session, you haven't told us how you deal with that social media thing, but then you've mentioned a very important thing, AI, and that is something that we cannot, hatuwezi kata. It's something that has come, it's a new thing that is there, and we have to embrace it. But then I want to look at the political campaign and the 2027 elections. In your view, should Kenya at least restrict the use of AI in political campaigns? That's my question.
For me, no.
Okay, why?
It is you, the candidate, to know how to deal, to respond to those images, to respond to fake information being posted out there. If you say government to limit the use of AI, government will gladly grab that opportunity to restrict people their freedom of expression. So I think it is you, the candidate, to know how to counterattack information coming out.
And since you've at least attended trainings and how you should deal with this AI, a young person is watching you. I want you to tell them at least 2 things on how they should handle these online social media harassment and all that, especially a young woman.
If you're a young woman, there is this one politician I love most in Kenya, Millie Odhiambo. Millie Odhiambo says, if you don't agree with what someone has posted about you, block that person. But no, when Ojwang, that teacher, Albert Ojwang, he was killed because of social media post. If you don't like what he posted, you could have just blocked that person instead of going ahead attacking him or arresting him or doing what to him. To me, I think the only way to deal with, because you cannot avoid critic.
Yes.
That's something you have to deal with forever. You know the truth. You just, I think, blocking or just you counter. If someone posts this, you counter with the truth about yourself. There's no way you can limit people from critiquing you, because even if you say you are critiquing you, but you can find out it is your opponent who are paying them to do so.
Yes,
or
yes.
your friends who are paying them to do so, who have your full information about you. But how will you deal with it? It's just, you cannot be don't care, because at the end of the day it is your image that is being destroyed. What you need is just to show the people, this is who I am, this is how I present myself. Anything anyone says, just counter it. Yeah, and some things you just ignore, because even if you call me today, name tomorrow it will disappear. You know in Kenya we only trend for 24 hours. After that, that's
you're done.
You're done.
Yes.
Okay, let's do a small quick fire round. You can give one word or one sentence depending on the question. So, coalition or competition?
For now, coalition.
Okay. Party loyalty or country first?
Both.
Both.
Yes.
Can you give us reasons there? Why both?
For you, let's be realistic. For you to win general election, yes, you can win as an independent candidate.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we are voting according to ethnicity. In Kenya, it is ethnicity. And this political party, they're coming from somewhere. So in northern Kenya, UPA party is very strong in very, very strong in northern Kenya. Tell me, you are coming with a independent, you are coming as an independent candidate, and someone is coming with UPA party, who will be endorsed? Party with with that political party. So for me, country first, because there is some human rights you cannot go against it. Like killing of young people, that one is country first, not political parties. That is country first. Women violation, that is country first. So I think both.
Okay.
Because you have to be loyal to your political party, your vehicle to that political position you're looking for. Yeah.
Okay. So debate or demonstrations?
Both. For me, Gabriella Lorere is the daughter of Raila Odinga. And for many years, I have known Raila coming out demonstrating when you want to pass a message that the government is refusing to take him. So through demonstration, you see the 2024 demonstration, you see the government did not listen to the people. When we texted our MPs, we don't want that finance bill, don't pass it. Our MPs went ahead and passed it. And after there, they were called at State House, and after demonstrating, the president called them, the same MPs, they were called at State House, and they rejected again the finance bill. So you wonder, is that loyalty or what? Demonstration is very important because it is our democratic right. At the same time, negotiation is also important.
Okay.
Because you cannot demonstrate, there is 65 days.
Yeah. 3 more. So which grows leaders, criticism or praise in Kenya?
Me, I love criticism.
Okay.
Because sifa na utukufu cannot work. And I do that, I critique all this. Me, I'm a human rights defender. And I do that through indigenous well-being initiatives. And for me, one of our vision is to, at least my vision of indigenous well-being is to our people to know to know what is going on, at least to know their rights. And for them to know their rights, you have to critique. If the governor of Samburu, Laikipia, the governor of Turkana County is not doing the right thing, you have to critique that person. I think for me, criticism works best. I do it
very well. I think you already said this. One leader from another party you genuinely respect.
One leader from another party?
Yeah, you genuinely respect.
I genuinely respect Sifuna.
Sifuna. Oh, I thought you'd say Millie because you had said Millie.
You know, Millie is someone like my mentor. I look everything I do. What does
what would Millie do?
That's what I look at my mentor. But Edwin Sifuna has presented himself as the deputy Raila. We can see Raila in him because if he says something, he will stick with what he's saying. If it's not that chameleon in leadership.
Okay.
So me, I have Edwin Sifuna.
Hope you're saying the truth.
No. I love Sifuna for what he stands for.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I'm supporting Sifuna or I don't support Sifuna, but I love the Sifuna son of Raila Odinga. Yes.
Okay. That's all we had for today.
Yeah, and I think before you come in and close, I've discovered a trend where many politicians or political leaders, they come from civil society organization. You know what is the work of a civil society organization, and in fact the fact that you are a human rights defender and you clearly know what civil society is supposed to do in the three, the people, the state, and now you civil society, what you're supposed to do. This is a question that I leave to you. Why do many, the fact that you come from a civil society, you become a leader, but then you do the opposite, and you are being accountable to those leaders. You are serving as people's representative. You see, that this is a question I leave to you because you want to be an MP in 2027. As you go there, just do the right thing so that hata sisi wenye umetuacha kwa civil society organization, we don't find a hard time in dealing with you. Yes, otherwise this is the right.
Can I answer that?
Okay.
You know, you can mention the MPs or leaders who came from civil society and are not doing the right thing. For me, I'm from northern Kenya. Naitula Letuda has a foundation called Naitula Letuda Foundation. I look up to that woman whenever I want something because I can call her and tell her, inafanywaje, and Naitula has never failed us at parliament. Okay. You see, if it's voting something that does not make sense, Naitula Letuda, you can never see her voting for those things. So I think what you should have said, many elected leaders were lawyers, then they came to parliament and became a chameleon. Because civil society leaders, if you see them at parliament, they are basically advocating for the rights of the people at parliament. Okay. That's a very interesting ending.
Yeah.
The answer is right here. I want you to leave us with one thing that is able to answer one thing for a youth or for a woman who wants to vie for a political seat and they don't know where to start. What is that one key message? Because this is the answer right here. We want you to tell us that answer.
Okay, for special interest group, that is women, youth, and persons living with disability. First, trust yourself.
Okay.
Yes, you can do it.
Trust. Second,
package yourself well. Start by knowing the process of being on that ballot that day. So start going to ORPP, IBC. Know the process. You can Google it. You can go to any nearest IBC office in your constituency and you can get the information you want. To the young people, let's not be used as goons. Let's just let's reject that culture of goonism. And to the Ministry of Interior, stop politicking. Do the right thing. Protect the people.
Okay. Amesema trust and rebrand yourself very well. So that has been the Answer is Right Here podcast with Doreen and Grace. And we wish you the very best, Gabriella, on your vying for MP seat, and thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.